All right, Lambdogians, let's just hit this and get it the hell done. I'm tired of this guy's face. I'm tired of the politics. Let's just do it.
Congress should also live under the laws they pass. I will introduce a constitutional amendment that Congress shall pass no law that exempts Congress from the requirements of the bill. We have set up a privilege class in Washington, and Americans are sick and tired of it. These
Um, I think it's real simple, if you ask me. How about no government benefits for Congress and the Senate? No actual government pension towards these people that make laws beyond the same thing that a normal serviceman gets. But I believe, though, that if you combine that with the term limits and you just say pay somebody for 8 years of service, well, guess what? You get 8 years of service. It's it's supposed to be a pension. I don't know. I don't even know what to say. It's not supposed to be for a living. You're not supposed to make your living as a politician. That's just they talked about it in the anti-federalist papers, and there it is incarnate. But I think between the two things, between eliminating lifetime people in that position, you take care of everything.
say, trust us, we won't violate your privacy. But when the intelligence director is not punished for lying to Congress, how are we to trust them? Are we to trust them to collect and hold every American's phone records? Remember,
Okay, he's talking about something else. He's talking about metadata. My solution for that, of course, is simple as well. How about the Fourth Amendment, which guarantees the due process and a man's right to face his accuser in this country? So let's say you do have all that metadata. Well, based on metadata not procured from a warrant, it's inadmissible in court. How about that?
the same people who have only a 10% approval rating. The Constitution is clear. Politicians should not collect this information without a warrant. Warrants must be specific to the individual, and there must be probable cause before a government is allowed to search any American's documents. The president created this vast dragnet by executive order without congressional authority.
Okay, the irony of that, I don't think that's entirely accurate in what he's saying, because I believe that's part of the enforcement of the Patriot Act, which was passed by Congress and it was renewed by Congress, including people in the Republican Party. So I don't know what he's going on about right here.
Should immediately end this invasion of our privacy. We need to return to our founding principles and stand up for the entire Bill of Rights. To defend the Bill of Rights, we must have a strong national defense. I believe national defense is the single most important constitutional obligation of our federal government. We should have a military that is second to none in the world and ready to defend us from all enemies.
I never really pictured him as much of a war hawk. This is where Paul is proving himself to not be his father's child. There's a fairly large segment of the libertarian community who believe in, as far as our founding principles, of just not having a standing military. How about them apples?
To defend ourselves, we need a lean, mean, fighting machine that doesn't waste money on a bloated civilian bureaucracy. The civilian bureaucracy at the Pentagon has doubled in the last 30 years, gobbling up the money necessary to modernize our defense. That's why I will propose the first ever audit of the Pentagon and seek ways to make our Defense Department more modern and efficient without breaking the bank. Without leadership, our country is adrift. Yet there is still much promise for the future of America. Our future can include a road back to prosperity, back to respect at home and abroad. It can include a balanced budget and a simple, fair tax system. It can include a government that protects your rights and your security and your privacy. It can include a Congress that is responsive to you, the people, and not the special interests. It can include a stronger, better military where our troops and veterans are valued and taken care of. It can include a plan to bring prosperity to our inner cities and real justice to all Americans. The path we are on now does not lead there, but there is time to change course. This president tonight and for the past 6 years has had the wrong diagnosis. He's had the wrong diagnosis for what ails our country. I look forward to having a conversation with the American people about this throughout this next year. Thank you, and God bless America.
And I look forward to that conversation as well, Senator Paul. Thank you for your time on this, and I've definitely got a lot of respect for your family and everything else, regardless of how much I'm criticizing you here. I don't know. I mean, of course I have somewhat radical views myself by now, politics-wise, but I don't know. I just don't know. Great response, and yeah, good times. So that's it for the work week editions of the Daily Dose of Lambdog. We've of course got our usual weekend stuff coming up here now. We've got next up is going to be a little bit of Minecraft cosplay. Join me with that. I know some of you aren't watching those, but you ought to check them out. Have a little fun. I'll try to make it more entertaining. How about this next one? I'll try to make more entertaining. All right. See y'all later.